Hello everyone, Trigan here. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Don't forget, if you like this video, tickle that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So, after we did the last video on this, I realized I'd made a bit of a mistake. These trains are a lot faster than I was really thinking they were. I believe their top speed is 180, where these tracks' top speed is 120. And also, we're mixed between freight and passenger service, which slows them down even more. So, overall, I think my goal for the next few videos is going to be to resolve this problem. But I actually want to start right here. I mean, not only is this a very busy spot because we've got so much freight coming through here, using mostly, it's just from right here to right here that it's all using, well, actually all of this too, but this is an easy fix. We just quad track it and we're good to go. But yeah, if we, can rearrange some of the stuff, get these tracks somehow jumped over, and I'm not even sure how I would do that. I suppose I could raise them and maybe merge onto this. That might work. I would need to rearrange the freight station here, because right now they're using, well, this platform right here, platform number 2, I believe. So this is just passenger stuff going through here. There is freight stopping on here, because it's freight and passengers together here, even though we've got this quad track, but we have separated out the stuff coming from Everett and the stuff coming from Madison, just to keep things moving at a reasonable speed. I'm not even sure how to fix all of that, but I would like to fix that here. There's actually something else I would like to fix, because we're steadily climbing uphill this whole way. Uphill, 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 uphill. And we actually climb too high. We get too high about here and then have to come back down again to get to this. So I want to fix that little section of track, which will just be relaying it and leveling it. This is an interesting problem here. Actually, this is on this side. I could just run this on its own track coming into here, and that would work. And let's see. This, if I put a fourth track in here, then we could have the stuff coming from Detroit just come in and come into that fourth track. It's just going to be a matter of rearranging that station. All right, this station we're not going to be doing any rearranging on. That's fine. I am going to go ahead and pause this. And let's see. I think we're going to have to delete all of this here. We'll redo that. Oh, I need to trim those tracks. I forgot about that. It doesn't like it when you try to put a platform next to tracks. Okay, let's trim this back. We don't need to trim it back too far, I don't think. So then here, we're going to start by just putting in another track right here. And then a new platform. Go ahead and actually use the new platforms. And then, of course, we can go ahead and put this track back in. And this is the Milwaukee. Yeah, the Milwaukee line. So let's go ahead and put Milwaukee Here it is. On to 7. There we go. So that's back working again. All I have to do is reconnect the tracks. Let's turn off the catenary. That's not quite right. That actually might work. Yeah, that looks good. There. Okay, so that is all fixed. This now needs to all be adjusted down. Oh, can I do this without clipping off the last of this? That would be good. Let's try this. It's a little curvy, but I think it'll work. Oh, and I need to fix whatever was on here before. That would be Everett, I think. Terminals. Everett should be on... No, wait a minute. Yes, Everett should be on 6. So Everett goes to 6. And that's the one we're going to add to. Yeah, this is where we're going to be moving Detroit. So that's actually, we'll go ahead and move that. So that goes to 5. Okay. So I think that's good. I think we're all good with that. Just need to change. Can I get... Oh, we got pinned somehow. It always happens. I'll accidentally move it just a hair, and that'll screw it up. Okay, I'm going to move this back far enough where I can get a better curve on here. Okay. And I think we're okay just to do it like this. I don't think I need to do a straight section or something like that. So we have trains going straight through here, so we need to make sure we've got that okay. Okay, and then this one out there. Now, is this going to look okay, or is this going to be messed up? Let's find out. That looks fine. We'll put a double slip on it. And I'm just going to leave the rest of that for right now. This we're not changing at all, except we'll make it high speed at some point. I'm not going to worry about trying to split this out today. We'll do that in a future episode. What are you still unhappy about? Oh, Detroit, because I haven't fixed the other side of it. Okay, so I'm done with this. I can go ahead and smooth this out. So funny, this is coming out of a tunnel low down here, and this is coming off the hill. Okay, so now here, what is this? That's the tool and dry. Let's let this run and get it into its spot over here. Okay, good. Now, we're going to go ahead and take this off from here. Actually, that'll get rid of that. And that too, we'll redo those in a minute. And you're in the way. Okay, I want to just take all of this out here. We won't even use number 2 here. I may just remove that track, or yeah, remove that track altogether. So now we'll come over here to, I think we're gonna have to do it the other way. Come this way. We'll come down to about here, I think. That looks good. Then we'll split off from it here and come up to there. There. So it has a track all its own. So it is not going to be involved in any of that at all. And we're still just Detroit, right? Oh, we got 2 trains that are unhappy too. Probably Detroit. I'll look at them when I get there. All right. So that's all set. Now let's strip this off from here. And that was a horrible merger there anyway, so I'm glad to get rid of it. Okay, and this is going to have to be cut back quite a ways because we need to ramp this up to be higher. Come on. Stupid trees. There we go. Okay, so we got those. Is that... No, that is still going downhill. I don't want that doing that. We'll take it all the way back to the not intersection. What am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. No one knows what you're trying to say. I think I need to do this whole curve here better. Let's try this. Well, I screwed up on that. That's missing signals. I'm going to take this out because we're going to have to... These 2 curves have got to meet, so we don't want that to be like that. But we won't get rid of it entirely. We want to keep our height going over this track. Okay, so we'll go ahead and connect him like that. That does look better. Okay. And we'll come down here to this. Better. So what? Don't say speeds. I need to check these bridges because I think this one bridge, this bridge right here that I like to use, I think it has a speed limit of 80. Do we have one here that shows speed? Yeah, there we go. That shows speed. Okay, no, it says it's 120. I have trains that were slowing down going over this kind of a bridge. Or this kind of viaduct. And they were slowing down to 80 miles an hour. Or 80 kph, I should say. I don't know why they were doing that. Okay, so let's do this now. Let's do a merger right around here somewhere. Okay, we'll go with that. That. And I think we should probably go to about... You know what? No, let's not. Let's try bringing this the whole way and see how this works. Okay, we are connected on the correct side. Okay. It's picked up the same kind of bridge. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty good. Let's go ahead and keep that. There we go. I couldn't remember which side it was on there. Like that. And then up to that. And there we go. Now let's just go ahead and get signals in here and fix the ones that I sort of messed up. Let's put them right here, I think. There. I'm going to get rid of all of these. That should be all of them there. We'll get rid of all of them on this side too. Keep that one. Okay. So let's get the right thing here. It's going to be better to do it this way or the other way. We'll see. Actually, I think this way works perfectly. Okay. And this one I'm actually going to move just a little bit here. I want it a little further back than that. And then we want one right there and one right there. Okay. So that looks good. We do want to get rid of this. And let's go ahead and try it on this side, see if we can luck out and have it work well for us again. Apparently not. Oh, come on. All right, we'll go from the other end then. Since it doesn't want to cooperate with us there. There we go. That's okay. We can work with that. Okay. Take out the extras. And then finally, get rid of that one because that is definitely going to go away. Finally, this one here. Well, that's not too bad. Getting pretty close to being spot on. And yep. Just take out that one. Okay, so Detroit should be all set. Detroit pass. Oh, I forgot about the passenger service. Oops. Oops. Ah, crap. Okay, what are these trains? This passenger service. That's passenger service. Okay, we'll leave that for right now. I'll come back to fixing the Detroit passenger service. You know what? Maybe Detroit passenger service should be what I'm fixing next. Just looking at this and sort of seems like the necessary step. Let's do this. Get rid of these two signals first off. Because I know splitting this out, although it's not going to be complex, it's going to take time. Especially down here where we have to, you know, because the passenger service is going to have to come from this side over to this side to go down here. So we'll hold that off. We have to. We'll do that next episode. Tracks. Okay. We might as well put these in the right way. Wrong one. Okay. And then let's come to here. Oh, I already have a. That's the wrong one. That's why. Oops. I'm gonna have to get rid of these two. Okay, we'll come out of this here, and I keep grabbing the wrong side. Come out of this here and just go right up to where this bridge starts. Looks right. Okay. And then go down and under there. That actually looks pretty good. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but we'll see. Okay, it moved the column for us. Excellent. That looks terrible, but it'll have to do. Okay, so that's good. Now, let's go to our tools. I really don't want to change a lot of this. Just change it up to where these merge for right now. Is that going to go the way? No, that just does that. Good. We'll get all of this upgraded to high speed. And we won't have a merger there anymore, so we can get rid of some of that stuff. Okay, I'll leave that other one because we're not doing anything with it right now. And that fixed all of our problems too. Let's let this run. We do need to fix some lights. Hold it. Get rid of that little bit of track. Get rid of these. Signals. We need to put one right there. And I guess we'll go this way out from here. You know, I'm just going to turn this off, and since there's just two of them, we might as well put them on manually instead of having to delete one that doesn't belong. Okay, and then here, looks like that's where that is. And we'll put one right here and right here. And then up here, we're going to have to do the same thing. We need one right here. And then we need one right here and right here. And I think that'll work fine. There probably is another signal about halfway here. Might be overkill, but we'll put it in there for now. This, I do need to go ahead and put signals back on here because we're I'm not sure if we're gonna have enough time to do that or not. We might. Oh, I like that. That moved pretty smooth. It didn't hardly slow down at all. Okay, this all seems to be running fine. Wow, this is really crowded. The Detroit one, probably because I had it all screwed up for a while. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Oh, that's right. I wanted to fix this part of this too. Let's go ahead and get our high-speed tracks here, and they do need catenary on them. So let's go ahead and do that. Down to there. Okay, now the question is, can we... Oh, I think I'm going to need to break this bridge. Let's just see about doing a merger on it temporarily, and then we can take out the section we don't need. But that way, at least I'm not stopping the traffic entirely. Okay, and I need you to be higher than that. Oh. Let's try doing the merger right here, and we'll have to do this just like a completely different direction, I think. That is not working. It does not like it for some reason. Gives me a weird angle. Let's take these out. Yeah, I know you don't like the existing track there. All right, that's definitely going to be an issue. I'm going to have to find a better way to do this, I think. Let's see. First off, can I bring this down Except we don't want it to descend. We want it to stay up high enough where it can go over that. We'll go with that bridge. 155. What's this one? 55. Oh, that's our curve speed. That's why. I'm just going to leave it at that for right now, I guess. Okay. I don't think that curve's going to work because of the sawmill here. I think I've got to curve it even more. What if... I'm just trying to see here if I can get this stuff. I don't want to have a huge curve. I think I'm going to have to cut this back. I think we're going to have to start splitting off a different direction before we even connect to this bridge here. Let's try right there. Okay. And then we're going to come around. Let's say to about there. I think we're going to have to... Oh, that is really high. What if we run this a little further? All right, we're going to have to do this the hard way, I think. Let's take this out. It's not really the hard way, but I mean, we're going to have to go ahead and take out the existing in order to get this in. All right, now, so we'll grab this, and we're going to come up and over here, except let's do this. Does not want to... It wants to try to connect to that no matter what I do. All right, let's try this. Okay, we're going to come across here. Ooh. Okay. All right, so that is there. Now the question is, how screwed up is this connection going to look? Oh, actually, it looks pretty good. Except I'm using a different bridge type. Okay. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I'm using that bridge type there. Okay. And there we go. We'll match it. All right. And now let's see. This is going to be a much sharper curve than I would like. I think it will work, though. Round. Then we just merge these two ends. There we go. And our passenger service goes straight over the top of our freight. Not overly happy with that curve, but that is going to be what it is, I guess. While I was fixing all this stuff up, I widened this. I forgot that I'd left this at 160 meters. I swear I had fixed that. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to take out all of the existing track here and redo it, because this is the part that goes up and then back down again that I wanted to replace. And of course, we're not going to have to merge these anymore. Come on, there we go. There. back to where it enters there. And what we'll do then is grab this. We're going to bring it around and snap it to that one. That should be lovely and smooth now. And then here we will go ahead and I've already got this track electrified, so I'm going to leave it electrified for now. There. And then we'll bring this one up to here. And that should all be nice and even. Yeah, that looks good. Looks good. But all we have to do now is reconnect the freight side. There. All right, who's complaining? Eastern Corridor passenger service is unhappy for some reason. Let me see where this problem is. That was an easy enough fix. It's just when I widened that station, I used regular track instead of catenary track. It took me like 5 seconds to figure out what it was and fix it. So this is all done now. I got all the signaling on it. We now have passenger completely separated and on this. And now let's see. We're climbing in speed despite the fact that we are climbing in altitude too. Oh, look at all the cars down there chugging up the hill. Looks like that could use a little smoothing out too. And there's our freight track. I'm glad I was able to bring this straight across. That was the easiest way. It would have been nice if I could have kept this curve a little bit better, but it looks like it doesn't really make a difference because the train can't get up above that speed while going uphill anyways. It's going to slow it down going downhill, I suppose. But, you know, it is what it is. We're still going to be doing a lot faster service up here than we were before. But that's it for today, guys. We'll continue going through and upgrading and separating out the passenger from the freight in the next video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to tickle that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Have a great day.